Hey everyone, another week, another dividend review on what I bought today with $250. But firstly, I'd really like to thank absolutely everybody for liking and subscribing to my channel so far. I just hit 350 subscribers, which is, for a small channel where I just document my stock buys and sells, etc., through Robinhood, is amazing. So thank you very much. So I'm going to go through the overall portfolio at the moment. I'm currently down 1.3%. And if you can see here, I have invested a total of $2,875 into the account. I had some great highs. You can kind of see I reached a peak there of $107, so 3.75%. That was nice, and it's gone in the red pretty quickly, actually. I mean, I knew the market was kind of volatile and things like that, but I was just woke up one day and was like, oh, geez, this is the first time I've seen it in the red. So, yeah, I'm not bothered. I mean, it means I could buy a few extra things at a better price. And today I'm going to go through those with you. So if I could just quickly go over to the history here, and I'll go into my orders. You can see that today down the bottom there, I invested $110 into Jeppy. Jeppy for me is going to be a solid percentage of my portfolio. It's currently about 48%. Great dividends. Basically, it's really going to push me to get to my target of $100 a month in dividend income. So if you see there, I bought $110. It was filed this morning, and I gained 2 shares, 2 and a smidge right there. After that, I invested $100 into Tesla. Now, I don't own Tesla. I'm not a Tesla fanboy, but I was like, well, why not? I know they've got a meeting coming up in the next couple of days, and there was word of potentially a new model being released. So I thought, let me just see. It's $100. I'm sure it will go up in the long run, but maybe it might go up overnight. So I filed that this morning. $100 at $206 a share gave me 0.48 shares of Tesla. And with my remaining $40, I invested that into SCHD. And I will go over to the portfolio now, and we can check and see everything that I have down here. So Jeppy, let's go into my equity. I have $1,317 invested into Jeppy for a total of 24 shares. 24 shares with an average cost of $54.78. It's currently trading just under $54, so I'm down $20 on my position there. Last month, Jeppy had a dividend of 44 cents a share. I got about $8, and I had 17 shares at the time. Now, 44 cents for a share of Jeppy is not great. So fingers crossed this month we're going to get a bit more. So with 24 shares, that's going to go up, and that's really going to push my dividend income this month. Secondly, I have SCHD. I have 7.5 shares of SCHD for a market value of $563. It makes up just under 20% of my portfolio. They pay about 3.5% dividend yield. It's a really, really low expense ratio. And also, it's just outperformed the market outperformed the S&P 500. If you have a look at a 5-year on Seeking Out Alpha, you can have the charting option. So I had a look at that, and it just looked like it's doing actually a better job than the S&P, which is great. So I'm going to be investing a lot more money into that. If we go back, we've got Intel. Oh geez, I mean, I've got a dividend coming in right now of $4.75. That was when they were paying 36.5 cents a share. They just slashed that 66%, so I think it's about 12.5 cents per share. But luckily, unfortunately, a lot of people have a much higher average cost, but I bought Intel when it was down at $26.79. So I'm only down $24 on my Intel position there. But I'm going to hold it. I don't plan on selling something and making a loss. That's not what we're here for. Another big mistake was this Armour Residential. When I bought this, My average cost there is $5.75. I thought I was on a winner. It had sort of, if you look back here, it was going up and up, 8.40. I was like, whoa, okay, 5.75 bargain. And then they just slashed their dividend 20%. So they paid 10 cents a share. It's now going down to 8. Today I put a limit sell on it. And I've got it going for 90 days. So if it does, and I don't think it will, if it goes up to 6.50, it's just going to get called and I'm going to sell those shares. So, but yeah, I'm kind of done with it. I will be swapping it out for realty income, but I don't want two REITs in my portfolio at the same time. So I'd rather get rid of Armour Residential and then invest into realty income for my my REIT in my portfolio. I also have 2 shares of Google. If you've been keeping up with my my videos the past couple of weeks, I bought Google 2 separate occasions actually. I bought them. Let's go down here. You'll be able to see my thing. There we go. 13th of February, I bought a share for $94.52, and then on the 24th of February, I bought one for just under $90 a share. So if we go back up to the top here, you can then see that I have an average cost of $92. I think it's going to go up in price. I mean, you look at over the last year, it's down $43. I think it's going to go back up, you know. So I thought, why not give it a go? AT&T position. When I make money on this and I hold them enough for long enough to not get slammed with short-term capital gains, I'm going to sell my AT&T position and I'm going to swap it out for Verizon. I think Verizon's a stronger company, good dividend yield, good history, and I believe in that company more than I do AT&T. I shouldn't have bought it. Should have thought about it before I bought it, but again, we're learning every day. My Microsoft position here, I have a market value of about $9.73. This is just from referral links, so I always keep a referral link in my description. If you're interested in using Robinhood as a platform, which I do here, I would recommend it. I think it's great for beginners. I mean, and you can also do option trading on there as well. Click the link, get yourself some free money to invest in a chosen stock. It gives me a bit of free money to invest as well. And the last 2 referrals I've had, I have invested into Microsoft, which I already have a 1 cent dividend coming in from them, which is awesome. And there we go. There's my Tesla position, my new position to the portfolio. It's already up 37 cents, 38 cents. Which is great. I'm not going to cash out yet. Kind of want it to be a bit bigger than that. I know they've got a investors meeting coming up in the next couple of days, and there was word of potentially a new model being released. So I thought today when I was putting some money in, I thought, you know what, I've never owned Tesla. I've never owned a Tesla, but I know a lot of people have made some decent money on Tesla. So I thought I'll have a go and I'll pop 100 in there. And then that's basically my portfolio in a nutshell. I will show you my watch list at the moment. I have Procter & Gamble, Verizon, Lowe's, Realty Income, which I really want to get in there after I sell out of my Armour Residential position, AbbVie, and Ford. Now Ford I'm not too sure about. Ford was something I thought, you know what, I'll pop it in the watch list, but I don't know if I'll ever invest into it personally. And I need to do a lot more research on my buys and before I do it, which I could tell you right now, I should have done that before I bought Intel and Armour Residential, but you live and learn. So that's my weekly update on my portfolio. Again, thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more of this, I have a whole playlist of all my weekly updates. And I started my portfolio on the 1st of, what was it? It was December the 24th last year, so this is going to be a good year. It'll be a good year to look back and see that the money I could have just had in a bank account, I've invested into trading. And I will hopefully be better off than I would have been if I did put it in a bank. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on everything with my portfolio. And hopefully I will see you next week. Cheers.